Well, hi everybody. This is your warm-up number 6, and you're going to be using your course pack or your workbook, as I usually call it. On page 85, there's this picture of a bedroom. And if you can print it out, you might print it out and use that as an underlay, or just look at it on the screen and cite it. And you're going to sketch it out. Notice that they've got this bright patch of light, and that's helping disrupt the stripes on the comforter for this bedroom. And notice that the stripes are going to the 1 point vanishing point. Oh, Al Green decided to sing again. Hang on. Anyway, so these stripes are going to the 1 point in the bedroom, but they're getting faded out here where the light from the lamp is kind of hitting full on. And then also notice how it bleaches out some of the curtain behind, and there's this little patch of light on the wall. So what we're going to be doing is then rendering this, and I use the warmer gray, so using the N79, 89, 49 to get a range of values, starting with the N79. Or I actually started with the 89, sorry. Okay, so starting with the lightest, which is N89, and working your way darker. And so again, notice you're trying to leave some light where the lamp is affecting those areas, and then going dark where the light is blocked, and trying to use this light line to create softness on the pillows. Now this is going to dovetail into our topic this week, which is using color. And what we're going to do here is notice I've used this gray coat. Now I'm going to use color as an accent, and I'm going to use the gray to neutralize the color. And that's what we call our achromatic neutraling effect, which we're going to talk more about in class. So what I'm going to do is now take a color, this is 910, and I'm going to lay that in on the back of the paper behind the gray, and having the gray behind is going to help dull the color. Because what we try to do is, a lot of times we'll just try to add more and more marker on there to create a value change, but that's not going to work because in order to make color look like it's changing value, it darkens and dulls. So we're using the gray to dull the color, okay? So you can kind of see that. You can see the color coming through the paper, but the gray is still back there dulling it and making it more muted. So for example, I had a coat of the gray here on the back also to make this side of the bed darker. Okay, so now let's see this, if we want to add some color accents. Just going to go for it with some of this pink. And you can also do a wet onto wet tone, so you can add a little bit of marker right into the color if you want the marker to look shiny. So it means like kind of these pink accent pillows in the back. Or if I want the marker to look duller, I'm going to add a little light coat of the pink. And I'm going to kind of break it up so maybe it looks like it has a pattern of some sort into it on the back. So you can see how you can vary the intensity of the pink or the color either by putting it on the front or the back. So in this case it's on the back, this case it's on the front. And then on this one, I'm going to go ahead and add it on the back, kind of a stripey situation, just with some light stripe. But the gray is giving the pillow depth. So the gray is creating the value changes in the pillow, and the color is creating the accent in this case, okay? So you can kind of see how you can manipulate the color by how much you put on either on the front or the back. So now I'm going to add some green up in here as an accent to this artwork. And art's a good place to kind of combine the colors. So I'm going to add in some of the tan into it. This helps tie the room together. Like an area rug really ties the room together. If you've ever seen The Big Lebowski, maybe you'll get the joke. Anyway, and you're going to add some pink in here too. Again, just trying to tie the color scheme together. Now I'm going to also use this soft cream tone on the curtains. So notice how again the curtains are first done with the light touch with the pen. So I'm using the fine liner pen to create soft edges, and then using the two lighter markers the N89 and the N79 to get these folds in the fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to use, again, the 910, which was this kind of a, I don't know what color that would be, a soft peachy beige. And I'm going to add that in behind to get kind of the base coat of the curtain color. Now also, you don't want to lose all your whites. So see how I still left some white on the edges? So I want to feel like things are getting hit with light. So you're just using a light touch on the marker. So like for example here, see how I've got a white edge along there? So that feels like the lamp light's kind of illuminating that corner. Now I'm going to take a little of the green and use that in a curving fashion. Kind of imply maybe some kind of a pattern or border stripe on the bottom of these curtains. It's not going all the way up, just on the bottom part of the repeat. Okay, so also notice that I'm using the warm grays because I'm using warm colors. If I were using blue accents or purple or green, I would use the cool grays to neutralize. Since I was using these warm pinks and the tan, I'm using the warm grays to neutralize the color. Okay, so again, this is your warm-up on page 85 of the workbook, warm-up number 6, and you're trying to capture soft edges, pattern, and adding some neutralizing or adding some color accents to your neutralized colors. And this is going to help you get ready for our next homework assignment, which is going to be a bedroom. Okay, thank you.